All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the 2-0 Atlanta Falcons. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Atlanta Falcons have started off the season with back-to-back victories today, coming against the Green Bay Packers 25-24. Big-time fourth quarter comeback. The defense was making stops. Ridder was making throws. They were moving the chains. They were putting points on the board. Arthur Smith showing his big-ass balls that he has. 13 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. This Atlanta Falcons team, here's what's so scary about them, all right? If you watched this game, and I want Falcons fans, I'm very curious where Falcons fans say with this opinion I'm about to break. The Falcons today had 446 yards of offense. Ridder in the second half, specifically in the fourth quarter, he was great. He was great, but he started slow. Interception, a couple of dropped interceptions as well. Tyler Algier only 48 carries, averaging 3 yards per rush. Outside of Bijan Robinson, this feels like the tip of the iceberg for the Atlanta Falcons offense. And that's what's so crazy to me is, they controlled the line of scrimmage. They controlled the trenches. They controlled time of possession, 36 to Green Bay's 23 minutes. 446 yards of offense on a down offensive game. Yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This Falcons team, now people are starting to realize why they were my pick to win the NFC South. But before we get any further into today's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. I do post daily NFL content. I do post a couple of Falcons videos every single week as well. So if you could hit that like button, hit that sub button, that would mean the world to me. Falcons fans, let's try and get this video to 500 likes. That would mean the absolute world to me. So yeah, Bijan Robinson, he had a phenomenal rookie debut. But week 2 was even better. I know he got banged up a little bit in the end of the game. I want more Bijan Robinson red zone touches. I get it, man. Algier's a really good football player, but I need the ball in my playmaker's hands. And Bijan Robinson in the red zone, I would just feed the hell out of the dude, which they kind of started to do at the end of the game, especially when they really needed first downs on third down or fourth down. Bijan Robinson, 19 carries, 124 yards, along with 4 catches for 48 yards. They got something special here, and it's quite obvious. We knew this as they took him with the 8th overall pick, which is something in today's era you just really don't see much. So Desmond Ridder, end of the day, he finished 19 of 32, 237 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. There were a couple of drop picks by Jaire Alexander and Quay Walker, but they were drop picks, so we're not going to count that as a statistic. Desmond started a little bit slow. He started a little bit shaky. The Falcons offense in general, especially in the first half, especially in the first quarter, they weren't putting too many points on the board. First half, it was 10-9 Green Bay's way. But Desmond, especially in the fourth quarter, he made throws that he needed to make. And he kept drives going. Short passes, medium passes, a little bit of long passes. Desmond in the fourth quarter looked great. He looked poised. He looked in control. He was very patient. I think that's a great way to describe kind of Arthur Smith, Desmond Ridder, and this Atlanta Falcons team. They're very, very patient. And we saw that today with the 13 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. What do good teams do? Well, it doesn't matter how they start. Good teams win. Good teams find ways to win, especially in the fourth quarter, even if it's not going your way. If breaks just aren't going your way, whatever, you can complain all you want. But at the end of the day, you got to execute. And that's what the Falcons did. That's what they did today. That's what they did in week 1. It's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be sexy. But this defense, somehow they're the 4th oldest defense in the league, which is shocking to me because I think of guys like AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates III. There's a Richie Grant. There's a lot of young players, I guess more so on the secondary. But they put a lot of money. They put a lot of time, a lot of effort into the secondary or into the defense in general, especially the secondary with Jesse Bates III being one of the bigger free agent acquisitions of the summer. And it's paying dividends. It's paying dividends, man. Jordan Love did a fine job today. He only threw for 151 yards. I know Green Bay. I'm a Packers fan. I know we were without Aaron Jones. I know we were without AJ or Christian Watson. But the Falcons defense, they did what they needed to do. All right. They did what they needed to do. And I have a strong feeling that the Atlanta Falcons, if you told me the second half defense would be ranked top 10, it would not shock me in the slightest. This secondary is super legit. And you heard it. If you were listening to the broadcast, man, you heard it. There's a lot of hype around guys like AJ Terrell. I think the announcers were saying he's going to be one of the best cornerbacks in a couple of years. I fully agree with that. Jesse Bates III, he had 3 forced turnovers in his Falcons debut. No turnovers, no interceptions, no forced fumbles from Jesse Bates III, but he's still a lockdown safety. He's great at what he does. They bring in big time guys like Caden Ellis. They get guys like Calais Campbell. And I don't know why, I don't know what it was, but the Falcons defense was so undercovered this past summer. They were just undercovered. One thing I do want to say, the Falcons ran the ball greatly today. And they ran the ball great last season. They ran it great in week 1. Even though Tyler Algier rushed 16 times for only 48 yards, averaging just 3 yards per carry. Bajan averaged 6.5 yards. Desmond Ridder, the dude can run. All right, but he's smart. You can tell Desmond Ridder is a very high IQ football player. You can tell he's just kind of a high IQ individual in general. Anytime he speaks, he's very professional. He knows what he is doing. He always looks in control. He always looks poised. I think he's a great leader for a football team. But he did a great job getting first downs today with his feet. Obviously, there was that touchdown run. Desmond, at the end of the day, 10 rushes, 39 yards, and a touchdown when carrying the ball. But there were time and time again, and it felt like literally every other drive or every other, I can't think of what it is when the chains move for some reason, but you get my point. In the fourth quarter, whenever it was like 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, and the Falcons desperately needed a first down, Desmond got a lot of them with his feet. First read's not there. Second read's not there. I see a gap. I'm gonna move with my feet. You love to see it. These are things you just can't coach. It's all feel. It's all feel in the moment, execution, and that's what Desmond did. All right, this team executed down the stretch, and that's a big telling for, is a team going to be successful? What are we going to see with this team? It's been just 2 games, but that fourth quarter today really showed me a lot. It really just kind of solidified what I think about Atlanta. They're not going to be a sexy, pretty team. That sounds super weird to say, but they're not going to be a team. Ridder's not going to be a guy who's going to throw for 422 yards, this upcoming week. He's not going to be a guy that's going to light up the scoreboard and they're going to put up 40 points every other week. They don't need him to be Jalen Hurts. They don't need him to be Patrick Mahomes. Arthur Smith has a beautiful system in place, and we saw it, especially in the fourth quarter today, man. My Packers, we had nothing. We had no way to stop Atlanta's offense. We had no way to stop their running game. We had nothing offensively. The Falcons, when they needed to, they played and they executed. All right, so it's just 2 games. I get it. It's just Carolina. It's just my Green Bay Packers. But nonetheless, a win is a win. This isn't college football. You're going to take it. And the Atlanta Falcons are 2-0, number 1 in the NFC South, heading into a couple of road games against Detroit and Jacksonville. We're going to continue to learn a lot about this Falcons team every time they play. But man, oh man, I'm feeling pretty good about this Falcons squad. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. Like I said, try and get this video to 500 likes. But Falcons fans, let me know what you guys are thinking. I can't wait to read your guys' comments and hear your thoughts and opinions down below. That's it from me. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. But more importantly, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next.